Welcome to Chargeheads. My name's Tim Aylan and we're here at Electra today for their open day. So why am I at Electra today? Well, I just happened to be here, part of my job with Dynamon, and I thought what better way to show everyone what Electra is like by putting it on the YouTube channel. As I'm constantly visiting really interesting EV events focused around van fleets and HGVs, whether it's electric, hydrogen or alternative fuel, I thought I'd start sharing it on the Chargeheads YouTube channel because I find it really interesting to see how fleets are decarbonising the challenges and the technology. This is a hydrogen fuel cell truck, and apparently they have to travel all the way to Liverpool to get the hydrogen at the moment, and we're currently in Brighouse. I wasn't expecting to see this DAFF truck here, but apparently this is a 600 kilowatt hour truck. There's 3 of these in the world, and essentially it's a DAFF truck where they've retrofitted 600 kilowatt hours worth of batteries in. It's a 3-speed gearbox on this, and apparently it goes like something off a shovel. But it's essentially an EV conversion because it did start out as a diesel truck. Now I don't think it drives around like this, but luckily if the front is off we can get really inside this. What we got here, so that looks like, I don't even know what that is. I'll ask in a minute. Radiator at the front, of course. I'm guessing that's the inverter at the top. Here are the battery packs, 1, 2. This pretty chunky motor driving the prop shaft into the rear diff. But the power on this motor is 189 kilowatts continuous, max 270. RPM only 3,700. Here is one of the smaller vehicles, and this has got a 140 kilowatt hour battery pack in that bright box there, one down under here, and then this motor driving the prop shaft into the diff. It looks like it's got DC charging, and there's 3 separate header tanks there, one for the battery, one for the motor, and one for another cooling system inside the cab. So there are a couple of RCVs, better known as rubbish trucks, on the market, electric ones, and this is the Electra version. So Cliff is taking us out in this electric vehicle, and can you tell us the spec of it, buddy?
Yes, this is a 140 kilowatts. The smaller pack that we do recharges pretty quick. This is the HMI. Obviously this is where all the information that the driver needs whilst he's driving. It's mirrored down on the dashboard down there, so if that's power taken out, the any energy taken out the batteries,
yep,
and that's the needle goes into Regen,
yep,
goes into Regen on this side. So that's how much. So if I put it into drive, literally you only have to touch the accelerator to get the vehicle moving, and look how much energy.
Okay.
Some drivers will put the foot down and obviously suck loads of energy out the battery, which is kind of defeating the object.
Absolutely. So what's the it doesn't creep at all?
No, obviously we're on a bit of a slight downhill now, so let me just reverse back onto the flat. It's basically, if you imagine being in a diesel and you are at a junction but on a slight incline, and you can hold the truck just on the accelerator.
Okay.
This is pretty much the same, so we're pretty much on the flat now. Yeah, it's not creeping.
No.
Obviously I've turned the aircon on, so that's what it's doing. It's only moving forward because we're on a slight downhill gradient. Can
you change the amount of regen on the vehicle at all?
Yes. Not I can't change it. It's set at a specific set point.
Yep.
But obviously, whilst if it's 100% charge, we've got to lose some stage of charge before we can start regenning.
Okay, yeah,
so
sure.
The regen works by means of 2 things. Obviously, there's a lever here, which was the exhaust brake.
Yep.
So all the way back switches the regen on. It also works via the foot brake as well.
Okay.
What I do is when I go out drive a train, and I try and say to the guys, you can actually use the regen lever as an exhaust brake.
Okay.
Obviously, as if it was the exhaust brake on a diesel. It saves your brakes.
Yep, absolutely.
We've got trucks out there, 18 plates, one of the Mercedes, apparently still on the original discs.
Yeah,
pads.
I can believe it.
Regen lever's off at this moment in time. I'm select drive.
So into drive.
And literally,
off we go.
You don't need much input on the accelerator to make the vehicle move. I'm now freewheeling.
Okay.
Again, so what's the point in driving downhill?
BCA's down the road here, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's down there.
Yeah, I've been here before.
Yep. So I've taken my foot off the accelerator pedal now. I'm just going to put on a little bit more just to get it up to speed.
Yep.
So we're now doing 25 miles an hour and we're coasting. There's no gearbox on the vehicle, so it will naturally just roll under its own inertia.
So it's one speed, it's not a couple of speeds like some of the other vehicles.
No.
Should hopefully go out in the DAFF later. I did see someone taking it out.
Yeah.
Definitely need to go out in the DAFF. If, you know, 3 speeds,
yeah.
And yeah, big battery, which is cool.
Yep.
There's lots of buttons going on. There's one that says night silent down there.
Yes, that is for in certain areas. If this was to go into London,
yeah,
there's certain areas of London that's obviously quiet areas. So this will be allowed in the area because one, it's electric,
yeah, and
obviously any turning signals or reversing beepers, you just press that just to silence it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
okay.
11:30 at night till 7 o'clock in the morning. We're just coming up to this little mini roundabout here.
Oh, we're suddenly in a town.
The lock on this is amazing. So we're not going to take a wide berth. We're just going to come really, really back on ourselves.
Oh wow!
Almost turns.
Yeah.
On a sixpence.
That is good.
So
Needed in city centres in the UK,
yeah.
that's for sure. Do you know what sort of speed this is comfortable at? You know,
it all depends on what the customer requires.
Okay.
Some customers want them restricted at 50.
Yeah.
Some are okay to have them at 56. We had, I think it was Basildon.
Yeah.
Some of the drivers were complaining that it was far too quick off the mark.
In Basildon?
Yeah, yeah.
The area of fast forwards people when they say it's too quick.
Yeah, there was one thing. I think we did have to go down and actually just restrict it ever so slightly and just reduce the speed.
It's so quiet in here. You know, it's very different to any of this style of vehicle I've been in before.
It's a lot less stressful for a driver.
Yeah, yeah.
Not shouting to his mates.
No. Hopefully everyone can hear us okay because I haven't actually put the mics on. Just thought it'd be easier. It's a nice quiet cabin.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice and comfortable. Seats comfortable. We've got 3 abreast here. Plenty of headroom. Have you had many people test drive this vehicle compared to their diesel? Have you heard any kind of feedback and what they thought of it?
A few years ago, when we built a load of trucks for Biffa at Manchester, we did 27, 26 ton bin trucks for them.
Okay.
And at first the drivers were, oh, I don't want electric, they're rubbish and it's this and it's that. But after a few months, when you actually started taking new vehicles in and speaking to the drivers, saying like, what do you think of these electric trucks? Oh, I don't want my diesel back. Yes,
that is.
I don't want my diesel back.
We hear this a lot. So initially might be a bit of a negative stance, but once they've driven them and lived with them, actually going back to a diesel, it's just not as not as comfortable. I'm not saying that's always the case because obviously there's the challenges around charging infrastructure, potential downtime, and obviously there's the cost and everything else from an operational point of view. But driver feedback often is very positive, especially in the bus market because of the vibrations from buses, etc. So that's awesome.
We've just come up that hill there.
Yeah,
steep hill, and it's come up pretty rapid.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent hill, this, as you can probably tell from the side.
We're doing 40 miles an hour uphill here. But going back to the drivers and diesel and electric.
Pardon you?
That was the lane guidance there.
Oh, was it?
Because I've gone over the white line.
I thought a long wave radio had just cut in.
No. Yeah, the drivers at first, they're not interested in electric.
Yeah.
But it's like anything new in life, when they went from manual gearboxes to auto boxes, the drivers were saying, oh, I don't want an auto box, it's this and it's that, and I want to be in control of the truck. But now the driver wants the auto box, they don't want the manuals. And it's the same with anything, mobile phones.
Yeah, absolutely.
New cars, new gadgets. And I try to say to the drivers when I go out there, it's a new gadget, it's the way forward, it's the way industry is going.
And if you want a manual, get an MX-5, get a Porsche, Cayman or something like that, a fun car. You don't need a manual in a utilitarian vehicle like this.
No.
It just makes it a bit of a chore. And focus on the job in hand and having a nice comfortable driving experience, nice and quiet, like Cliff said, and it's just a joy, just so easy to drive.
And at the end of the shift, you're not queuing up behind all the other diesel trucks waiting to diesel up. Jokingly, I say to the customers when I go out there, it's almost as easy as like plugging in a kettle.
I didn't realise Brig House was actually so nice in the countryside here. It's just
it's nicer in Lancashire.
Oh, okay. Enough said. Enough said. Blimmin' hell, we're rocketing now. Cliff did say it drove like a go-kart. I didn't realise he was going to drive it like one.
But it's instant power. It's very, very good torque.
Yeah.
You know, and it's available instant power that you need. You know, you go and drive your other cars, and you know, you think, you know, if I just have that little instant burst of power,
yeah,
it's like, do you know what I mean?
I'm not having to drop it down a gear the engine's screaming,
exactly.
It's bits off. Yeah, no, it's been a really pleasant experience actually, just being in a passenger seat. Yeah, I have driven an electric Mercedes Rigid before, never driven that size truck before in my life. That was at the Ipswich show, which is coming up this week actually,
yeah.
And well, last week, and yeah, drove it, easy, so easy to drive. Yes, okay, you still need to have the driver training because of the weight of the vehicle and the size of the vehicle. However, from a operational point of view and actually ease of driving, it's so easy.
It's a lot less stressful. It's effortless. It's easy. It's
effortless. Yes.
For me, I was easily converted to electric.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go down the big hill now, Tim.
Okay. You're gonna.
So I'm going to explain
the Regen.
Show the Regen. So
Nice.
30 mile an hour speed.
Even at 92%, because that's still quite a high battery state of charge.
Yeah. Some trucks start regening at 95. I was out in a truck yesterday that started regening at 97.
Oh wow,
so
okay.
For me, you know, personally, if you can start regening and stuffing energy back into the battery,
yeah,
why not do it? It's just going to get you further down the road.
You'd probably be quite amazed the number of kilowatt hours my two Teslas have been able to regen. It's probably enough to power a small village for, well, yeah, probably a city for certainly a few days or months. I'd have to actually get the exact figures, but if you want to check out the videos of that, check out my video up here. I'll put it up here in terms of battery degradation.
Tim, at this moment in time, we're coasting. I'm not regen at all. There's a little bit of auto regen been programmed in, because what happens is, whilst we're going downhill, the truck will still maintain speed.
Yeah.
So you don't need to accelerate. But what happens is, it puts anything up to 9-10 kilowatts of energy back into the battery whilst you're driving. So whilst you're driving, coasting, I'm going to put it on regen now, so you can feel the truck start to slow down, and we've now got 90 kilowatts of energy going back into the battery.
Well, this is a steep hill, so
This is a steep hill. We're still maintaining speed.
Yeah.
Still maintaining speed. So I'm just going to apply brakes now. Yeah, I'll turn the regen off. So the regen's turned off, but the regen is still being returned to the batteries, obviously with the foot brake as well.
Okay, so it's foot brake and
so it works on the foot brake and it works on the lever as well. But like I say to the drivers, if you can slow the truck down by using the regen lever alone, then there's a cost saving there, because obviously the discs and the pads are going to need changing, you know, far less frequently.
And I'd hope that the cost savings mean more money spent on the Christmas party, right, Cliff?
Well, I'm hoping so. This is what I said. There's more to your pay rise, more to your bonus. It's like, oh yeah, I don't think so.
Maybe they should come clean the particular fleet and say, look, you know, that they should have a regen pot, shouldn't they?
Yeah, of course.
For a Christmas party.
What I say to the transport man is, when I go out and do driver training,
yeah,
I said what you could do is, I said, that's a bit of an incentive. When the drivers go out there and they come back, it's like, Dave, how much have you got left? Oh, I've got 36% state of charge left. Right, Dave, Monday, 36%.
Yep.
So what you could do with all the drivers is say, right, what I want you guys to do is, the driver that comes back with the most state of charge wins 50 quid at the end of the month.
Yeah, and funnily enough, there are companies out there like that have these apps.
That's right.
They call it gamification.
Yeah.
One that I know of, a great bunch of guys, Lightfoot.
Yeah,
it's quite a good name as well. So yeah, they have that. They have prizes to be won and things like that. So, you know, carrot type incentives rather than getting the
it
stick
also
out.
stops the driver as well. As like driving it like he's stolen it, because
Exactly.
like I say to the guys when I go out there, I said, at the end of the day, I said, it's a battery vehicle, an electric vehicle. I said, it's not as easy to go and fill your diesel tank or the petrol tank. Yeah?
No,
I said,
absolutely.
so in mind, what you've got to do is pretend that you've paid for the energy that's gone into it and you own the vehicle. So you've got to drive this vehicle as if it was your own. Treat it like your own. I said, because if you treat it like your own, you're not gonna treat it badly.
No, exactly. No, it's been great. Really impressed with the drive, and it's just interesting to talk to someone, Cliff, with experience, especially from the driving point of view, and hearing these stories. Really.
Well, I'm 58 now. I passed my HCV when I was 18 in Army, so I've been an HCV driver now for 40 years.
You know your stuff.
I don't know all the stuff. I'm still learning. Everybody's learning every day. Every day is a learning day. I'm still learning every day driving for Electra. I've been here now, best part of 4 years. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's possibly my dream job. I love driving electric trucks.
Well, something that Electra have actually got is they're connected with all their vehicles, so they're taking in all the data.
That's right, yeah.
And they're connected to the batteries, they're connected to all of the different elements with all the sensors they've got, and they can not only see on the map where all the vehicles are, but they can do remote diagnosis of the vehicles and check for things like battery degradation. All the vehicles, other than the very early ones, have got LFP batteries in, and the results for battery degradation are really impressive. A lot better than my Teslas, unfortunately.
These Gen 2, Gen 3 batteries, the Catel ones, they are a lot more robust, a lot more stable. I don't think we've ever had a cell go down or a battery pack go down unless something has actually damaged it, obviously debris from the road surface, you know, but they are a lot more stable, a lot better, and a lot more relaxed as a driver, because you know that the Gen 2 ones were good. You know, I do like the Gen 2 batteries, but these Gen 3, the Catel ones, for me, they're almost bomb-proof.
Yeah. Well, in some cases with battery technology coming out now and future, they probably are going to be that. Certainly putting nails through them, and CATL or CATL, however you want to pronounce it, they got some really good batteries from a battery degradation and safety point of view. And funnily enough, they're the CATL batteries, although they're NMC, not as good on degradation that are going in the TVR.
Plus as well, when they come to the end of the life for a truck, they can still be used in like second life, like
absolutely,
you know, like using it for solar storage, you know, or
balancing
like
the grid, or charging.
Exactly.
Exactly. So there's a great use case, even when the vehicle is, whether it's crashed or whether it's finished its end of life, for example. We're now in the DAFF electric vehicle, which is the EV conversion. It's 600 kilowatt hours of battery. It's got 3-speed, as I mentioned before, and Cliff's going to take us out again, which would be great because he's not camera shy. And really interested to know what this electric HGV is made of. Batteries and metal and stuff, but properly made of in terms of the drive, the sound, and just everything. So Cliff's going to take us for a spin. Can't wait. So Cliff is back with us. He's rubbing his hands. He's got the keys in the ignition. He's ready to go. So we've got a rather smart dash, which I think is fairly standard on the DAFs anyway. Yep. And so that's the gear selector there, I take it?
No, the gear selector's here. Yes, down here.
Okay. We've got these fandangled electric mirrors videos. Cliff's not a fan. Obviously, from an aero perspective, is the main reason. Cameras are just poking out there, all in the aid of aerodynamics. It's obviously a left hooker, this particular vehicle. So this is a converted diesel truck to electric by Electra, and other parties involved as well. Here we go. I was going to say, can you hear that? Because this is, as they call it, bloomin' heck, a silent giant. Jeez. Wow, that's got some pull. Yeah, I think you'd embarrass a few people at the lights with this one, Cliff.
It's you know what, sometimes, Tim, you pull up at traffic lights, and you know, I can be in the little, like them little 12-ton food carts, and you'll get the young kids and the zooped up little Fiestas.
Yeah.
And I just stamp on accelerator sometimes just to let them know that they're not as quick as they actually think they are.
Well, you've got to let them know, haven't you?
Yeah.
Got to let them know where the future, most of the future is lying. Whoa. So what's the percentage of the battery at the moment?
The percentage at this moment is 96%.
Okay, so yeah, that's a hell of a lot of power, you know.
Yeah, it's a lot. And like I said, Tim, if the driver uses the regen correctly, you can extend, obviously, the distance it travels. You know, I'm only just showing how much power it's got there. You know, but if driven correctly,
yeah,
you're
trying to make room for regen. That's the reason why you're putting the foot down.
Yeah, I need to show the regen. So
absolutely.
I mean, at this time, I mean, we're just using 50 odd percent just coming down here, 50 kilowatt.
Yeah. It is super quiet. So yeah, because it's not quite. This is still prototype stage.
Still, yeah, it's still in the making. I don't particularly like driving left-hand drives, especially when you come to roundabouts.
Yeah.
It's not so bad because I've got a passenger. He can be my wingman. But that's why a lot of accidents are caused at roundabouts with left-hand drive trucks.
Right.
Obviously they can't see.
So smooth.
It's quiet as well, isn't it?
So quiet, yeah. Unbelievably. I would never think that we're in a HGV tractor right now. At all.
Personally, driving a DAFF is almost as comfy as driving a car.
I thought you were going to use the, you know, the fast show analogy. You know, selling a car is quite like making. No, I'm not going to go there. But hopefully my viewers will understand what I mean. Have you driven any other electric trucks this sort of size?
Yeah, I think I drove the Volvo. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I think that was left-hand drive as well.
Okay.
So I want to go and try the big hill climb.
You're the boss. Whoa. So you can hear the noise it's making now. You got the window down. It sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
So this has actually got 3 stages of regen, and Cliff has not actually touched the accelerator pedal once. So we've been going down that hill for quite a long time. But yeah, the 3rd stage is quite severe. I would say it's kind of Tesla kind of regen worthy. And now we're going back up the hill, and no issues at all. Just enjoying the brick house. Look at the countryside, hey? And we don't have that horrible clattery diesel noise in the background.
Just the bing bing ding.
Just the annoying ping noise.
Yeah.
There
Work
we go.
in progress.
Yeah, but I tell you what, the work that's been done so far on this vehicle is really impressive.
This potentially, this could go straight into production, I think.
Yeah. Well, every time that Cliff puts his foot down, I'm like, well, I feel like I'm in my Tesla again.
Another thing as well, while it's rearing up like that, the tag axle at the back is up in the air.
Right.
So obviously you've got a bit more yeet.
Yeah, because we haven't got load on the back here. I hasten to add, so there's no load on this particular vehicle as it stands at the moment. But I don't think even with a load, this vehicle's having any issues pulling a trailer up a hill. Or braking with the regen. In fact, the regen would be benefiting even more with the load on the back, preserving that battery and extending that range. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today, and there's going to be more sustainable transport coming up on Chargeheads UK. There's loads of other stuff on here as well, so whether it's modified EVs, EV conversions or battery degradation, we've got it covered at Chargeheads. My name's Tim Aylan. I hope you've enjoyed it. See you next time.